The hard-working personality have we made in ourselves or not? The dynamic personality active have we become or not? How much the sadhaka is stronger in us? How much the shrota is regular in us? How much is the jignasu is sincere in us? How much the mumukshu is serious in us? How much the shishya is committed in us, and how much the bhakta is dedicated in us, and how much the viragi is matured in us, and how much our servant of the world is complete in us, and how much the dharma samstapaka is responsible in us. These 11 characters we have to become stronger and stronger in day by day. Welcome you all. Respectful salutations to you. Let us together salute Parabrahma Tattva, asking to reveal salutations to the Ishvara, asking to remove the curtains, salutations to the Adipara Shakti Mata to give us the positive Prakriti, salutations to Devatas, asking them to keep us always full of abilities in all faculties. Salutations to the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parambara, the Swagurus, the Acharyas, to keep on guiding us, pushing us. I think our devotion to them should be more than anything, and their responsibility of taking care of us and pushing us is more than anything else. Because these two are the relations, Guru Shishya, alone make one go nearer and nearer to the truth. So too, let us salute the Shruti Mata, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa, to be in our vicinity, proximity, always. We are also into the study of it all the time to keep up our level of information, inspiration all the time. Beautiful text, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, we have taken for a study in the Sambandha Bhashyam. The first three topics so beautiful. The concluding thought in that is avidya nivrutti lakshanasya mokshasya vidya adhinatvat yuktam upanishad arambha yujyate upanishad arambha. Then to substantiate this thought that only through the Upanishad Adhyanam we get the Brahma Vidya which removes avidya, which in turn removes the bandhana and gives us moksha. Not one, not two. From all the Upanishads, Bhagavan has given us quotations, references. The study of these references itself is most enchanting, beautiful, filling us and of highest use. There is a satisfaction that so many Upanishadic main sentences we are studying, and to a serious and sincere seeker, those studies will strengthen his desire to seek the truth. And those initial entrants, for them also, who are at the vague level, studying all these mantras with little conscious mind. Oh, so many Upanishads, so many rishis have talked only about Brahma Prapti as for moksha. So, chalo, let me also think about these and understand within me, and let me also commit for this type of inspiration, information, initiation, decision making may come to a new entrant also to this field. So in that, so many quotations we saw of the Upanishads. Few more are there. When we do them today, there will be some more references from the Smriti Granthas like Bhagavad Gita ityadi. Once this work by the Siddhanti, Bhagavan Adi Shankara is done, Purva Pakshi will come with a question. Then answering it, again some more quotes are given. In this way, The Sambandha Bhashya, though runs into lots of pages, but covers very, very necessary, important topics to be understood by any spiritual seeker. So, before we do all that, before our prarthana and sankalpa, today's 2 3 minutes thought is this one. Ki Narayana. What is the moksha spiritually is discovering our own self. What is the moksha within ourselves is ability to master our own personality layers. What is the moksha with regard to the world is twofold. One, not depending on the world. Two, giving whatever we have to give to the world. This moksha is an anubhuti, and then anubhuti is a result. A result is of doings, and doings are two types. One type is practically, physically doing wherever it is required. Second doing is thinking and understanding. And that is why in our Shastras very clearly said, Bandhaha avichara krutaha. Therefore, Bandhaha vicharena nivartayet. All bondages are because of inability to think, not able to think. That is why all liberations also are because when we are able to think. That thinking means thinking, inquiring, etc. Another option is given if you yourself cannot think and understand. Already those who have thought over, understood, practiced, reached out. Those great people are there. At least exactly follow what they say. Then also the moksha comes. So today's topic is either take up the path of total surrender to the guidance given by the devotees, gurus to follow so that we get moksha, or yourself again studying the Shastra under the guidance of the gurus, become a thinker, an inquirer. And why we are not able to think with our intellect about the truth? That this is the reality, this is the substratum, this is what is said by the Shastras. Continuously, first thinking, then that thinking leads to some level of understanding, then the contemplation takes us to further deeper layers. That leads to the meditation where the experience comes. Why that vicharana, chintana is not happening in us? Or why we are not totally able to do the surrender, the sharanagati. Either of them give us the moksha. And again, the moksha at the spiritual level is realizing the one without second truth. Behind all the phenomena of the multiplicity. Liberation at our own level is mastering of all upadhis, not becoming slave. In that mastering, controlling them to the extent possible, using them for the work for which they have to be used for, same time accepting without any hesitation or ambiguity whatever necessarily happens to the upadhis, like the old age, like the senilities, like the inabilities, especially the physical upadhis and indriyas. This called as the liberation with regard to our own selves. And what is moksha with respect to this world? I have nothing to gain from this world, this conviction, and whatever I have to give, undoubtedly, perfectly I am giving. That is called as fulfilling our dharma and duty. These three mokshas, outer moksha, moksha with regard to our own self, and final moksha, spiritual. They come when we do the vicharana and understand and then do what is required. Or if that vicharana samartha is not there, already those who have done the vicharana, they have laid down the path. They have just told, aisa aisa karo ho jayega. Anywhere it is so. Na? Either you study medicine and accordingly treat your disease. You can't study medicine and become doctor. Somebody already studied and is a doctor. So just follow the prescription given by him for the health. Whether it is financial problem, the health problem, the legal problem, social problem, all of those outer things also. Either you become wise enough to sort out by your own understanding, or become again wise only to surrender to the experts in those fields, follow them, then also we come out. In the same way, in the spiritual balance also, three bondages. We are bound in the world, we are bound with our upadhis, we are spiritually also bound. So with the world, do the vicharana. What is this world? Why am in this world? Who done what? Ah, the world is happy with me. It won't trouble me. And how the world has to be kept away by me by not allowing it to enslave me, by not expecting anything from this world. तो विचारणा करके खुद ही समझो. उसी के अनुसार when we live, we are in the world. World is not bondage. Like the man at home, let us say. He just does what he has to do for the wife or children, brothers, and all parents. He has zero expectation from them. Then how he will be bound to the world? You do it by one's own wisdom, conviction. Or the Shastras have laid down कि ऐसे गृहस्थाश्रम में जीना चाहिए. In the same way, with regard to our own upadhis, the vicharana marga, sharira, what it requires, how it has to be understood, accepted as. Why is it given? What are its limitations? How I have to relate with it? Should I attach to it or detach to it? What is the meaning of detachment? Can I be without the body? No. If I am in the body, how to avoid suffering being in that? See, thinking, vicharana. So too with the indriyas. How the indriyas are making me slaves. How each indriya, in what way it is attacking me. How to protect from its attacking and from its power of enslaving me. How I have to discipline these faculties, indriyas, and master that so that they are there, they are in my control, I am using them, but they are not using me. Achieved. Vicharana se karo. So too with the mana, so too with the mundi. If through our own contemplation or inquiry we can understand our faculties, their abilities, their purposes for which they are given to us, and exactly using them that way, this is one way of mastering ourselves, getting liberated from bondage. Else, our elders have said, शरीर से ये करो इंद्रियों से देखो है ना भक्ति शास्त्र की बात कह रहे हैं हम so they are told with your like uh, in the fourth or fifth shloka of Shivananda Lahari, we have seen how Bhagavan Adi Shankara says, हे भगवान मेरे कर आपके अच्छा में, मेरे कान आपका कथा कर्णन विधि में और मेरे चरण आपके मंदिर दर्शन करने के लिए जिह्वा always utter your name or glories, isn't it? So that is what is given to us by elders. So we can't think, never mind, at least do what they say. Then also our personality layers want to become bondage to us. Last but not the least, the spirituality also. है कि नहीं? Study Upanishads, contemplate deeply about the truth, reality, what is unreal, what is real, what is superimposed, what is substratum. So to slowly that unreal and superimposed, by devaluing it, catch the reality and substratum. Or just do the Sharanagati like yesterday. Kaidava, Kadava, Kailase and all. Bhagwan's Krupa, it will give us the moksha. Without doing these up to Pakka, even we are in between stage, we are very vague, etc. We won't grow spiritually, and in the world also will not be enjoying life, and we are dissatisfied with ourselves also. Why this happens is basically to do that bhakti and follow what elders say, To do that vicharana and for ourselves come to understand the required inner alertness, activeness, agility are not there. That state of mind is called as tamoguda. And that comes because more and more our day's schedule is spent in the dravya, the matter, the worldly things. So जब तक हम वर्ल्डली द्रव्य से इन्वॉल्व होते रहते हैं तब तक आवर faculties become dull-witted, with which these two things never click to us. Ki, let me do the vicharana and sort out my own problems, or let me surrender and exactly practice what is said by elders. That also is a remedy. These things never click to us and never do. We don't do. And it appears we are going to class, opening the book, doing the upasana. ये सब हो रहे हैं, ऊपर ऊपर होते हैं, very superficially, but we don't enter into the core of it. So therefore, we have to be strict in our life's discipline of giving up those things which make us dull-witted, which make us a non-thinker or inquirer and non-person of surrender. उनको छोड़ देना बस. So that strong decision. In my day schedule, what elders have told me for my life and sadhana, that only I do. In my day schedule, I spend few hours for my own vicharana contemplation. Of course, taking the help of the shastras, it becomes easier. In this way, avichara kruto bandha vicharena nivartayet. Every bondage is because of non-thinking. Therefore, every solution is by right thinking. This has two aspects. Right thinking, I myself do on the basis of Shastras, or I just follow already those who have thought right, decided themselves, lived life well. So their words can be. Even their copying also will be helpful to us. बस जैसा वो कर रहे वैसा करो इसलिए in all our shastras the mahatmas jnanis siddha purushas lakshanas are told inevitably. Why? Siddhasya lakshanani sadhakasya sadhanani. Siddhasya upadeshani sadhakasya sadhanani. And sadhakas swayam vicharana also can give him understanding. Once we start, like if I start thinking about how I am getting my diseases, prarabdha created diseases, self-inflicting created diseases. Will I not understand? When I start doing vicharana, so these are the schedules which are wrong. These are the foods which are wrong. This is a whole day's activities which are wrong. Therefore, I am suffering. So let me separate every one of them. खुद के विचारणा से बात समझ कर सकते हैं. Or go to any of the healthy, health instructors. बहुत है यहाँ. So ask them schedule. So they tell us. So this is how your day schedule should be. तो योग करो प्राणायाम करो ये खाओ मत खाओ अब इस तरह से जियो follow that. So we should have the intelligence for ourselves to understand how to help ourselves, and we should have the intelligence to follow the instructions of the selfless great masters who are there in this world, every field. We talked about three fields. Our worldly vyavahara field, our own managing ourselves vara field, our main field of spiritual unfoldment. So let us start becoming vicharavan, contemplating, not chinta. Chinta nahi, chintan karne wala. Chinta is worry, brooding. Chintan is inquiry, contemplation. And that groove of contemplation at the intellectual level, that track, if we enter and take the help of the Shastras and start inquiring, it is so beautiful. The, the greatest joy in life is when the clear understanding comes to us. Unambiguous, perfect understanding. Great joy it is. कोई बात समझ में आती है ना उसका आनंद अलग है. Then when that is implemented, then the result comes that gives the unending joy, beautiful joy. Whether it is regarding our behavior, successes in the world outside, whether it is regarding or on every personality layer, so to our spirituality. So, Jano, that is a Jnana Marga, Naito Mano, that is a Bhakti Marga. Don't be in a vagueness of what is happening in me, out me, around me, with me. As a Nirena. We are not animals. That who is tying me down, where they are taking me, are they giving me the grass or not? We are not animal like that to be bound, no. We are human. So we have the freedom. We should know how to really free ourselves from all the outer, inner, and spiritual bondages. That is the thought for the day. Become Vicharavan day by day. Become the Sharanagata and follow what elders say. Complement both of them, nothing like that. Wherever I deeply understood, I practice. Wherever not understood, take the reference, guidance from the elders, practice. Again, without practical, again the result will not come. Vicharana definitely gives knowledge, but usko implement bhi karna hai. But the cautions we told are, we are so much lost in unwanted thinkings and unwanted actions that we are becoming energyless, lazy, dull-witted, non-inspirational. All of those diseases self-created, all obstructions self-created, we have to slowly remove from our life. While removing them, because of our living life like that for so many lives, that power of vasanas, the power of attachments will definitely give us pain. But we have to conquer that, isn't it? Only till it is conquered and we establish in the right way of living, that the problem will be of such highest grade. After achieving it and we set in our right way of life, वो प्रॉब्लम उतना नहीं होगा, बट फंसाने के लिए आता रहता है. When we are alert, then it will be defeated. Okay, this is how we have to help ourselves. Let us see what Bhagavan Adi Shankara gives some more quotes from some other Upanishads. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam अदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः. शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आचार्येभ्यो नमः. वेदव्यास महर्षिये श्वेताश्वतर महर्षिये नमः. आदिशंकर महर्षिये नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः सर्वेषां तेषां कृपया उपनिषदोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव सिद्धि द्वारा मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपराणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि मोक्ष प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति एकता कल्याण पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्यादि शक्ति साधनादि प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापने दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आद्यशंकर परमात्मनः कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकम्। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ सम्बन्ध भाष्यम्। Friends, we have seen yesterday up to the mantra भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्य अस्मात् लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति वाला quotation from Kena Upanishad. So by becoming Dhira Purusha, Dhira means living life at the Buddhi Dhi level, where you have the patience to use the Buddhi to inquire and come to know with the guidance of Guru and Shastra. What is to become to know? To be known? Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya. In every of the beings, the Rupanama and the substratum intermingled and mixed up. So, by the Dhiratva, patience and intelligence, Vichitya, having separated the superimposed Rupanama and recognized the substratum. When one does this, that's the meaning of Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya. हर बीइंग में सबस्ट्रेटम के रूप में भगवान इज देयर विद द धी बुद्धि ability to become so deep in contemplation to recognize that substratum without getting carried away by the superimposed. For him, what will happen? Pretya asmad lokat amrta bhavanti. That means, while living in the body itself, he will no more be in the loka which he was living earlier or lokas in which others are living, of the taking that superimposed as real and suffering. Then where will be Amrita Bhavanti? He will be in the experience of that eternal Amrita substratum on which this is superimposed. This is while living. Then other meaning, Pretya Asmat Lokat means this is his last life. Once he goes away from this world of Sharira, birth, etc., he finished all his samskara vasanas. Therefore, Amrita Bhavanti, he will be experiencing that Videha Mukti, one with Paramatma. He will not enter into the Mrityu Yukta Shariradi Upadhi again. That is the meaning of Asmat Lokat Pretya Amrita Bhavanti. That is a beautiful result. So, anytime such thing is said, only one doubt will come. So, do you mean to say that Jivan Mukta will not come? Need not come. He may come prompted by the God or by his own choice. When he comes, he may be given and definitely given the upadhis. But then he is not bound by them. He will not miss his Amrita Anubhuti. He will not like in the jail. The jail inmate कैदी वो भी रहते हैं and in the same jail the jailer also रहते हैं. See the difference between them? Both are in same jail, but one is bound. He has no freedom of anything. Other one has a freedom. He can come inside, go outside, everything. Same way, the Mahatmas, as per the requirement, may come, but their Amrita Anubhava is not compromised and they never get tied down by the Upadhis. They use the Upadhis to serve and go. Yeah, that is the answer. If at all such question comes, ki what is your meaning by Amrita Bhavanti? This question comes because we think always that the life is only life when we live with the body. That strong identity with the body, Anna, makes us feel that beyond the body, the life is not there. Actually, living with the body is the bondage. Beyond the body is the real living and real blissful living. But we get conditioned by these type of lives lived for many lives. That life is only with Sharira. Like anything in the world we listen from anyone, how much ever good advice. But nothing is permanent. Na? Still we get conditioned by that. Like, you have to put the paste on the brush and then wash the teeth. पूरा 140 करोड़ों का ये आदत हो गया है। ऐसा कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि पेस्ट लगाना है और हर दिन लगाना है। बट वी डोंट इवन थिंक। मेनी टाइम इट क्रिएट्स हार्म ओनली। सो टू ब्रश के साथ ही रगड़नी है, ऐसा का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं। यू कैन हैव नीम का लकड़ी, यू कैन डू विथ योर फिंगर ऑल्सो, बट नो, वी गेट कंडीशन लाइक दैट। सो टू टेकिंग द बाथ, जो साबुन ज़रूरी है, वो टोल्ड यू ज़रूरी है? नॉट नेसेसरी। यू कैन हैव द मिट्टी से भी कर सकते हैं, सिर्फ पानी से ही कर सकते हैं, बट नो कंपल्सरी। अंडरस्टूड? पलंग पे सोना है और कंपल्सरी हो गया, वो कुर्सी पे बैठना है कंपल्सरी हो गया। दे आर ऑल नॉट नेसेसरी, बट हो जाता है। देन वी डोंट थिंक द अदर अल्टरनेटिव्स आर पॉसिबिलिटीज। सम एग्जांपल्स in this may in our life means only when it is in the body we think, but the life in the body is the bound life. That is the reality. Life beyond the sharira is blissful. Of me I. Understood? That's what non-thinking, non-understanding. Therefore, inevitably such questions come. So to them, this is the answer. He as a self is in bliss. He did not enter into Sharira. Even if he comes, his Amritattva is not compromised. Clear? That is the meaning of Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya Dhiraha is what we have to do as sadhana, in which through the intellectual inquiry, discovering the self which is present in and through everything. Result of it is Asmad Lokat Pretya Amrita Bhavanti. That is Jivan Mukti while living only. He is no more like us, lost in the Upadhi Tadatmya, and through Upadhi, the Vishayagrahana of the Jagat for the Sukha. No. He is gone beyond this lifestyle. Amrita Bhavanti. He is identified with the Amrita Atma Tattva. विदेह मुक्ति में भी अस्मात् लोकात् प्रेत्य, once he leaves this body, his no more agami karma, sanchita karmas are there to give him the sharira, therefore amrita bhava. These are the things to be deeply inquired for more clear understanding. So yesterday we have seen it. Now let us go to the next one, the shloka from uh, Kena Upanishad. Abhatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. Abhatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. Here, when the self is known, that you have to add, because the whole talk is about the Brahma Anubhuti, Atma Anubhuti. When one discovers that Brahman as himself, Papmanam Apahatya, having totally eliminated the Papa of the ignorance projected Upadhis, the Papa of identifying the Upadhi and becoming a Jiva, then the Papa of as a Jiva through Upadhi, giving value to the worldly names and forms and running behind them with Raga Dvesha, ये सारे पाप अपहत्य होते once the self is recognized. Then Anante Loke Jeye Pratitishthati. You will be experiencing his establishment in this Ananta Atma Loka. Jeye means bigger than the biggest. And it is Swasya Sthiti. Therefore, Swarge Loke. That the Ananta and Jaya are the adjectives for Swarga. So there is one Sarga which is not Ananta. That comes because of Punya Phala. But in Vedanta, when the word Swarga is used, the word meaning is Swasmin Gamanam. Swaha and Gaha. Swasya Gatihi. One's own state of being, the real being, which is Ananta and Jaya. It is infinite and there is nothing greater, bigger than that. Pratidishtati, he will establish in it. So, how much deep thinking we have to do to grasp even what Shruti Mata is saying through these shlokas. Then only we will be inspired. Okay, I need Ananta Anubhuti, Jaya Anubhuti, and I can't suffer the limitations. Limitation suffer is happening because Papmanam. And Anante Jaya will be experienced when discovered, that self is discovered. So apahatya papmanam, getting rid of all limitations and the causes of limitations. Anante swarge loke jeye pratithishtati. He will establish in that Ananta loka, Atma loka. And because Ananta, it is Ananda Swarup. It is Swasya Sthiti, therefore nobody can take it away from him. And Pratithishtati is established. Nothing can shake him. Therefore, let us recognize that Upanishad Ukta Brahma Tattva by studying the Upanishads. This is the beautiful thought. So let us chant this one 11 times, 12 times. Abahatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. Abahatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. Abahatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. So while chanting this, what are the four things to be remembered? One, when we discover the Upanishad Ukta Brahma Tattva. Two, we get freed from Papa, means all lives of limitation. Three, and also Anante Loke Jaya Pratitishthati, we get established in the bliss of that infinite self. Four, therefore, let me thoroughly study Upanishad and the Upanishad Vedya Brahma Tattva. Let me pursue and experience it. Oh Shruti Mata, oh God, oh Guru, please guide me. So these things should happen in us while chanting this mantra. Okay. Abahatya papmanam anante swarge loke jeye pratitishthati. 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 Abahatya papmanam अनन्ते स्वर्गे लोके जये प्रतिष्ठति अपहत्य पाप्मानम् अनन्ते स्वर्गे लोके जये प्रतिष्ठति अपहत्य पाप्मानम् अनन्ते स्वर्गे लोके जये प्रतिष्ठति अपहत्य पाप्मानम् अनन्ते स्वर्गे लोके जये प्रतिष्ठति. Now, as we are seeing for every of the quotation, for this quotation also, the opposite of it we have to do. But in the opposite of it, if that Brahman is not discovered, then what will happen? In this whole mantra, only one word will remain same. All other become opposite. What is that one word remain same? Pratitishta. But all will become opposite. So if the Brahman is known, apahatya papmanam. He will remove all the papa. If the Brahman is not known, he will go on doing the papa only. Opposite हो जाएगा. Second, if the Brahman is known, Anante. Brahman is not known, Ante or Sante. If the Brahman is known, Swarge Loke. If not known, then Narake Loke. If the Brahman is known, Jeye Pratidishtati. If not known, Kanishte Nikruste Pratidishtati. Pratidishtati is common. So instead of Abhadya Papmanam, Papa will grow. You can also say as Apahatya Punyam. Apahatya Papmanam. Instead of that, creating papa. Instead of Ananta, it is Santa. Instead of Swarga, is Naraka. Instead of Jaya, in the Nikrishte Pratitishthati. And for this second explanation, we are all examples. In the absence of the knowledge of the self, by identifying with the upadhis, what we are doing everything every day is nothing but those things by which our ignorance, vasanas are strengthened only. That is the meaning of Papa Nirmiti. And every moment there is a fear of Santata in us. And every experience is Santa. Experience also are endful. Or we are the example for this. Then Anante Loke, we are in the Swarti Loke. Not in the Swarga, continuous Dukkha, Bhaya like in Naraka. So Brahma Prapti gives this. If not, the opposite of it, we have to suffer. Choice is yours. So chanting this mantra like this 100 times, making every time chanting contemplation of that and the understanding conviction should become more deeper to know the truth, and for that to put all the efforts, and for that to give all the time. ये पूरा all these quotations का twofold purpose is, one is so many Upanishads have said that only Brahma Prapti is the giver of Amritattva and Moksha. Second purpose, main purpose is, therefore, we should get convinced in our life that Brahmanubhuti is my only goal now, not anything else. Then what is Brahman? Who is Brahman? Where is Brahman? How to realize all of that? Now अभी पढ़ो फिर से उपनिषद, समझ लो, फिर उसके लिए प्रयास करना. Great mantras there all. Now the same powerful mantra, next one, Shwethashwathara, fifth में, sixth श्लोक में होता है, fifth chapter में, तन्मयाः अमृता वै बभूवुः, तन्मयाः वै अमृता वै बभूवुः, तन्मयाः अमृता वै बभूवुः means tatmaya. Those who have become one with the truth, the reality, recognize themselves as that in their own heart. Amrita bhavavoho, they become immortal. They experience the immortality. Is not immortality as the outer people say the slogans. If somebody sacrifice the life for the country or any project, so we make the slogan Amar Rahe, yeah, Zindabad, Zindabad. Not that type of somebody saying Amar Rahe. It is I experience that I am Murti Rahita. Therefore, I am old age Rahita. I am decay Rahita. I am Janma Rahita. So Amruta Bhavanti means Mruti Rahitya. It means Janma se lekar Marana tak. Okay? All modifications which keep on giving us Bhaya and Dukkha, वो नहीं होएंगे. That's the meaning of Amruta Bhavanti. Okay? Tanmaya vai Amruta Bhavohu. What a beautiful mantra it is. Then the opposite of it is the ones who are not Tatmaya, not Chitmaya, not Brahmamaya, not Anandamaya, but Jivamaya, Dehamaya, Upadhimaya, and Lokamaya and Ayomaya. Such people, they won't become Amrita. They will only get subjected to the Mruti or the death. That experience will come to them of the fear of death and death, even though they never die as a self. देखो, ताज्जुब की बात है कि नहीं है? ताज्जुब कहो या सैड पॉइंट कहो, बेसिकली आई एम इमोर्टल इटर्नल, yet identifying the upadhi, I am feeling the mortality and ephemerality. I am experiencing the fear of it and dukkha of it. काय की जरूरत है? See the power of maya and delusion. If we allow it, अमृत स्वरूप मुझे मृत बना रही है वो. I am not realizing it. I am not recognizing it. All Shrutis are talking that only. With Upadhi Tadatma as a Jiva, you are Mruta, Dukkha Yukta only. You will be Amruta and Sukhi when you discover your essential Brahman. देखो सूझता ही नहीं हमको. We who are studying Shastras for such a long time. So how much tamoguna is in us? How much still the worldliness is in us? अगर हमारे ऐसे हैं जो आर नेवर स्टडिंग शास्त्र उनका क्या हाल होगा? और इफ वी लीव द शास्त्र हमारा क्या हाल होगा? हम इंफॉर्मेशन भी नहीं रहेगा बट कंटिन्यू करें इंफॉर्मेशन लीड्स टू इंस्पिरेशन इंस्पिरेशन के साथ फिर क्लैरिटी भी आती है हाउ टू डिस्कवर दैट अमृत आत्मा therefore only one goal is what through the Upanishad Adhyanam that aham brahmasmi anubhuti aham brahma asmi aham jiva na asmi aham na devo asmi. Hmm. Do you remember our those 5 sentences? है ना जगत मिथ्या अस्ति नाहं देहोस्मि नाहं जीवोस्मि अहम ब्रह्मास्मि अहम सर्वव्यापक ब्रह्मास्मि. हमारे मेन कोट्स है ना in our class we talk about this in all our classes spiritual classes. जगत मिथ्या नाहं देहोस्मि नाहं जीवोस्मि अहम आत्मा और ब्रह्मास्मि अहम सर्वव्यापक ब्रह्मास्मि सार्वत्म्य 5 लास्ट वाला. ओके चलो फटाफट बराबर तन्मया अमृता वै बभूवुः तन्मयाः 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 अमृता वै बभूवुः. So Tanmaya, the ones who have discovered their oneness with that Brahman, Amrita Babhuvuhu, they have become Amrita. Therefore, let me also go beyond all my upadhis, etc., and discover that Tat Vastu as myself. ये thought through every quotation, through every Upanishadic class should become stronger. Yes, if it's happening, so we are really doing what we are supposed to do. Correct चीज हम कर रहे हैं. Again, while doing so, the promptings and temptations of either our own inner faculties or the misguidance of the life outside or of the words of the people should not distract us from this one. इसलिए ही कहते हैं ना जो सद वस्तु को ही बताते हैं उन संत महात्माओं के सत संगति में ही रहने से सद वस्तु के प्रति ही हमारा सत प्रेरणा बनता हुआ साधना होकर हम उस सदगति को पा सकते. If we don't do that, then we are in company of the asat vyaktis, asat sangha or dussanga. Then we will be only not tanmayaha, but etanmayaha. Therefore, nahi amrutavai babu, nahi amrutavai babu will become. So then I become aware how my whole day is being spent in dussanga and mruta or in satsanga and amruta. Satsanga to become tanmaya. Tatmaya. Tat means Brahma. Tatmaya means Brahmamaya. Now we are Jivamaya, Dehamaya, Ayomaya, Ajnanamaya, Murkhamaya, then Papamaya and Dukkhamaya. Samsaramaya, Bandhanamaya. See, we have to go on this way contemplating. Shankar Bhagavan gave all quotes at one place for this purpose. I believe this one portion only repeatedly studied and contemplated, meditated should be enough. कहीं और कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत है. One more, let's see. This is again Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Tadvatmatattvam prasamikshya dehi ekah krutartho bhavate vitashokaha. So tad uva atmatattvam. Tatva atmatattvam. That atmatattvam prasamiksha. Prakarshena samakiksha dehi. So I am in this deha. This dehi me as identifying the deha and really living life like a dehi samsari. But for this dehi inside me, the jiva, his own Atma Tattvam, which is in the Guha of the heart. Prasamiksha. मतलब prasamiksha means prakarshena samyak iksha. The prakarshena iksha means listening from the Guru and studying Shastra. Samyak means by one's own contemplation and meditation. Iksha means experiencing it as ourselves. तद्व आत्म तत्व प्रसमीक्षा उस आत्म तत्व को इन तीनों लेवल्स में जानकर फर्स्ट लिसनिंग फ्रॉम द गुरु द शास्त्र सेकंड इज our own contemplation and meditation third experience is the final one don't stop till the experience comes arise awake stop not na uttishtata jagrata prapya varan nimodata till the experience comes we are not going to stop anywhere. That is the one meaning of prasamiksha. So tadva atmatattvam prasamiksha dehi. When that dehi becomes sadhaka and discovers his own atmatattva inside. What are the results? One, ki ekaha. You will discover oneness, one without secondness. Because the oneness discovered, there is no two. Only when there is two, there is a bhaya and samsara. द्वितीयाद्वै भयं भवति. Definitely, no. And द्वितीयाद्वै samsara bhavati. Why? When there is द्वितीया, definitely there will be either raga or dvesha. Raga, dvesha, zindagi ko samsara bana deta. Because there is ekam, therefore there is no raga, dvesha, there is no samsara. Because of ekam, there is no dvaita, therefore there is no bhayaha. So eka means samsara rahita, bhaya rahita. So tadvatma tattvam prasamikshati ekaha. And in this ekatva anubhava, where there is no bhaya and samsara, is called as krutartata. Therefore, dehi krutartaha. And because of the krutartata, bhavate vita shokaha. So vita ajnana, therefore vita moha, therefore vita means without. Dehadi tadatmya, therefore vita, samsaric way of life living. Therefore, the result of that, the shoka, vita shoka. There is no shoka in him. तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष्य देहि एकः कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः तद्व आत्मतत्त्वं प्रकर्षेण सम्यक् ईक्ष्य देहि एकः कृतार्थः वीतशोकः भवति. नो उसका भी अर्थ पढ़ लो उल्टा वाला रिवर्स. If the Atma Tattvam is Prakarshena Samyak Ikshana nahi dekha, to we give value to not Eka but Aneka. Because of Anekata, there will be Raga Dvesha Samsara, there is Bhaya. And that is not Kruta Artata, Akura Artaha. Therefore, instead of Vita Shokaha, he will be Vitta Shokaha in English. Not the Sanskrit Gala, Vita Shoka, but English Wala is Vitta Shoka only. देखो दो ही चीजें आ रही है आप बार फंसे रहो उपाधि तादाद में यू कांट अवॉइड शोक का कुछ भी करो टाइप ऑफ शोक विल चेंज बट शोक विल नॉट गो सो टू व्हेन द सेल्फ इज डिस्कवर्ड nobody can make you miserable. Clear how important are these quotes? You see, main thought pakad rahe na in every mantra. The insisting point is in recognizing that Brahma Tattva, in recognizing that Atma Tattva, Sadvastu. Words are different, all are indicating to one state of experience of one's own essential self. उसी को indicate कर रहे every quotation. Don't miss that main one. Now imagine करो आप अगले एक आध साल में more Upanishads पढ़कर, if our mind fully gets fixed that I have to recognize myself, then we intensely pray to God. God sends to our life a guru whom we totally surrender. अभी के गुरु लोग ऐसे वो हमको सरेंडर्ड है. But we get a good guru taskmaster under to whom we surrender, and really we are finding the sadhanas as indicated by him, and through them doing the sadhana, recognizing the self. हो गया बात मुक्ति. नहीं है. If the straight liberating path, if you don't follow, then the crooked paths. Oh, Bapre, like yesterday, Kuru Vakra, Krura, विषवैषम्या, तृष्णा की बात हो रही थी ना कल राम जी की कथा में. So then Janama with so many inner and outer limitations, we go on becoming dukhi only, शोकग्रस्त only. चाहिए क्या चाहिए आपको? शोक चाहिए कि फिर अभिशोक चाहिए? बताओ. Again, see, the knowledge is being heard by us, accepted. But still, those vasanas, those desires, they are pulling us towards the world. Remember, vasanas pull us towards the world creates vasanas. You can't remove the vasana just like that, but we can keep away from the world. Beauty is that the more we keep away from the world, the vasana gets reduced. At the same time, when we do the positive sadhanas, that speed enhances hota hai. These is the things which we have to recognize in us and implement and help ourselves. Hmm? Beautiful mantra. मजा है कि नहीं? Every mantra is so useful, powerful. Along with listening it in the class from our acharyas, when you take each of the mantra and hug that mantra and love that mantra, and meditate on it. Like yesterday, भगवान आदि शंकर वासे कदा वा कैलासे, है ना, आपका दर्शन करके, then with my hands holding your feet, putting on the head into the eyes and the हृदय में and नासिका में लगाकर मुदम अनुभविष्यामि अलभ्यम ब्रह्माद्यैहि अपि कदा मुदम भविष्यामि. That is भक्ति में भगवान का शरण. वेदांत में the essence of these महावाक्यास, when we taste them, enjoy them by our intimate, personal, deep, contemplative, meditative experience. Wow. Let us learn to go deep inside us and enjoy those deeper knowledges, deeper identities with the deeper self. ऊपर ऊपर सब दुखी होता है. ऊपर ऊपर is with the upadhis in the world, with interactions and objects. ये पक्का संसार है. Should we not come away from it? By our choice and effort. Guidances, blessings are always there. Okay, 11 बार 12 बार. तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष देहि एक कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः. तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष देहि एकः कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः. तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष्य 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 देहि एकः कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः. How many more are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the mantras from Upanishads. Thereafter from Bhagavad Gita, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 होते हैं गीता से. Then, okay, from other Purana Itihasas, they come. And I tell you, in the future question answer mein, you will see our Adi Shankara Bhagavan quoting from Rubhu Gita, which we are studying in the evening. In all the Upanishads we have studied, we have not seen the Rubhu Gita quoted by Shankara Bhagavan. Avam pad rahe hain na? Therefore, he gives the quotations. Not one or two. I believe so many of them. Mhm. Somewhere you can see them. Mhm. 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 Somewhere we will see that when the topic comes. आगे आएगा बढ़िया सा quotations. When it comes, we'll see. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namah Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Tadvat